All right, Algebra 2, welcome to your game plan video. Here it is. I'm going to go quickly over some really important answers. Here on page 1, folks, red line, blue line there, just plot the y-intercept and then the slopes. They intersect at 2, 3. Here we are on, number 4. Line 1, line 2, and they intersect at 8, -5. Then page 2 here, here's some examples. The answer number 1, you might have to pause this many different times. They both equal y, so set them equal to each other. 6 is a clear-cut example of substitution. Plug in 4 minus x in for y in the second equation. Solve for x and y. Number 9 is the next answer I give. You have negative y, that's the same sign, so subtract. You get 1, 1. Find out what, you know what y is. It's 2x plus 3, so plug that in for y in the second equation. Solve for x, and then plug that in, I don't know, maybe the first equation. All right. Page 3, here we go on 3, elimination. Just simply add them up. Then I use the first equation. 13, here it is. Again, this has got to be very quick. Subtract them, you have the same x's. Then plug it into, it looks like I use the second equation. Here on 16, you got to double the first, triple the second. You have opposite y, so might as well add them together. Then I use the, looks like the second equation to figure out what y was. All right, page 4, the game time section. Here's number 17. You know what y, so plug it in for y. Get x, then get y. 19, triple the bottom equation, then add them up. You get a true statement. 20, you get a false statement. True is all the numbers, false, no solution. All right, we should have done the word problems together in class. 24, just double, you have the exact same thing, so it's true, all real numbers. We should have done 6 together. Here's page A. Here's page A. There you go. First one, second one, where the shading overlaps, that's your answer. Where the shading overlaps, that is your answer. Again, those shouldn't be too bad. Next page, which is page B. Number 5, where the shading overlaps, that's your answer. Here's number 7. Shading overlaps, that's your answer. We're doing a good job with this so far. All right. Next page I'm going to talk about is page 8. A lot of answers here. Page 8. There's number 2. I made a boob on 2. There's number 6. Number 7. You know what x is, so substitute it in. There's number 4. All right. Page 9. Set them both equal to each other. Just subtract, eliminate them at number 4. Here we go, page 10. I think I give you all the answers here, so just check the work. I almost give you all the answers. Again, pause this whenever you need to. Substitution on 7, just plug that in for y. Then use elimination. Add the equations together. All right, page 11. Here's a ton more answers. There's number 4, just elimination. There's number 2, you're ready to eliminate by subtraction. There's number 3, multiply top one by 5, bottom one by 3, then just subtract. Give her the x's, solve for y, then solve for x later. Same thing there with 6. All right, here we go on page 13. By z, I added 1 and 2 together to get equation 4. Then I added 1 and 3 together. I get x right away. I plug that in for x in equation 4. I get y. I take all that, plug it back in equation 1, and I get z. Hopefully this is an easier one. Start from the bottom. You know z is 2. Plug that in the second equation. Solve for y. Plug everything into the first equation. All right, a lot of stuff going on here for 14. I multiplied second equation by 6, third one by 4, by x, add 1 and 3 together to get, add 1 and 2 together to get 4, then add 1 and 3 together to get 5. Anyway, I wanted to get rid of the y, so I multiplied 5 by 13. Put them together, I get z is a -1. I use the fourth equation, I figure out what y is, and I put it all back in equation 2 to finally get x. All right. Page 15, almost to the end here. Here is number 2. Just simply subtract to get y. Then you can solve for x. There's number 3. Here's 5. You can pause this whenever you need to. There's 6. Bye-bye on page 16. Go bye-bye x. Notice you can add 1 and 3 together right away to get equation 4. And then if I double equation 3, I can add 2 and 3 together. I multiply, it looks like by 2 to get rid of the z's. Solve for y, then get z, then get x. And lastly, that was a bad one, on the last page, number 3, we talked about in class, they actually intersect at -617. And then there's one for 4. All right, folks, this is your game plan review video. Siak Math video, signing out.